guys.
Hi guys, Chicks here from Comic Sun, Palm Desert.
Mama Comic.
Ruben.
The Packer Jeff.
Woo! Ruben, you're the only one who has like a very simple name. We gotta start this.
Mine's simple.
You said Mama Comic. You
Oh,
have, like,
that's
it's
not
like,
hard.
No, that's like, it's something for social media. Ruben, we still haven't figured out what we're gonna use for Instagram, right? You said you're live on Twitter.
I'm live on Twitter at the Comic Hunter.
Okay.
83.
Comic Connor.
Okay.
Comic Connor.
So we're gonna make note of that. So we gotta tag you.
And
Okay,
behind our cameras, Anna.
Anna.
Hey. The digital.
The digital.
Wait, I don't know. Jamal just made a.
My husband's behind. He's actually in the back.
And
Louise,
Anna's husband. Fernando. Fab.
We are just voices.
Oh my God, voices on my head.
And we have pizza from Bill's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
They did provide some pizzas from us last year, and I want to maybe touch base with them, and maybe we can do something with them again. So yeah, so how's your Luau's Pizza from Bill's
Very,
Pizza,
very good.
guys? Good?
Really good.
Always
Really
good.
good.
How do you like your pineapple?
I love pineapple.
I know,
Pizza.
I like pineapple too.
People, it's crazy how some people really hate pineapple. Like, that's not pizza. They really hate pineapple and pizza.
Pineapple.
Yep.
There's like
Pepperoni.
either you like it or you don't. Like, there's
Even
some
cooked or
haters.
uncooked. Yep.
Oh.
And did you
Haters.
know Jeff actually cooks too?
I'll be bringing my own IPA crust pizza to the trade night.
What?
Oh, shit.
Right.
What? Ooh,
So
can't
you're
wait.
more than welcome to come.
Well, yeah.
Friday night. Yes,
There's
we're
food
gonna
over
bring-
here.
There's food, yeah, why not?
So to all, everyone, you guys, we do have brag nights and trade night only for pool members, exclusively only for my pool members. So what it does is, like, I encourage them to bring their collections where they can trade amongst themselves. And it's it looks like a little comic convention going on inside our store. So
Yeah.
that's the only night they can trade amongst themselves. I mean, they can whenever they want, but it's like it showcases their stuff.
We all get our own little space on our own tables. We can walk around.
How many times have you done it?
I think twice.
Twice? Yeah.
Have you
So-
got good stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You never done it, right?
I've been to one.
One?
Yeah.
Did you trade anything?
Didn't trade anything. No, I didn't trade anything, but I've seen a lot of what people had as far as like their own personal collections and stuff. Really amazing.
And
Really amazing.
You know, you only see it in pictures and eBay and all that stuff, but to actually have it in hand,
Yeah.
you'll be amazed. Like, oh my God, that looks really, really good. You know, and I last brag night I was able to trade with you guys. That's the first time I traded, so I got good stuff.
I never done that. I just feel like I don't have like good enough stuff to trade yet. Cause I mean, I just got into collecting like a year ago. So I have a lot of the like modern, you know,
Yep.
all the modern, all
Yeah,
the,
but
whatever. And I'm sure since you guys, you know, come here, like I think you guys have it. So it's like I don't feel like
But you never know who's gonna need a modern comic that they're
Yeah,
missing.
that's
So
true.
you just don't know, and you might get something good from the next collector.
I got a pin, a Wonder Woman bombshell from that day of the tray.
Yeah.
I just said, oh, that is so cute from Cynthia, Sid. So I got something.
So
I need to give something back.
TPJ, Jeff. So you collect, and what do you just do you do trading? Do you sell on eBay? Do you sell on Instagram? What do you?
I used to kind of do that, but now I've been trying to go for the Comic Book Fiend Club.
Okay.
They don't do the selling too much, just in case there's extra drama that comes with it. So I'm put a hold onto that. But that's going to give me more to communicate with more of the crowd, get more in depth with the community out there on a different level. That's what I'm looking for more than a seller.
This comic book
I was just gonna
Fiend
ask
Club.
you, what is it? It's a club because I seen on Instagram there's a club with the black label.
Yeah.
Is it that one that
Yeah.
you're talking about? I seen it and I was wondering like what is it like? What?
Just another group that gets together. They like to do all the conventions. They're just another type of family, kind of like the pool members here.
Okay.
Just
You know-
another type of family.
What they remind me like they're kind of like the biker crew, but for comics.
Yep.
That's kind of how they look like, because they have some
Really?
vests.
And they all got the
They look-
cuts.
yeah, they're legit. They look
Have
like
you done yours yet?
I'm still trying to get in.
Do you have to apply,
Yeah.
or you apply?
You have to make it in.
I mean, not everybody
Nah.
can get in.
This is my
That's
third
kinda
time.
cool. Is
What?
it third time
Yeah.
applying?
Third time applying.
That is cool.
Are there
Come on,
local
guys.
based or
It's cool.
There's the West chapter. There's actually 5 chapters now. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I do have a couple of the I follow and they follow me back. A couple of them. So come on, guys, let him in. He's nice.
It'll be
Who
nice
do
when
we
it
need to
happens.
talk to?
Who do we need
Right?
to talk to?
Who do we need to
Hey,
talk to?
no, they're like they look like biker gangs. I don't
So
want to
this
introduce me.
is it intimidating to actually approach them? I mean, I'm sure I've seen these people before. I mean, I
just-
have, right?
Just to be able to get accepted into a club would be nice, but just you only have so many, and
Yeah.
I guess
And
You're in our club though.
yeah.
Comic
Yes.
Asylum Club.
And I've
you know?
asked you this, and we've had this conversation before. You should start your own, and I will back you up, and we will help you out, and you should. It's specifically only for
Oh, yeah.
the desert.
Even
yeah,
with the desert
that'd
nerds.
be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because Fernando, is he still, I don't know if he's still.
I'm not sure about them, but I still would like to do something here at the local. Comics have always been just the outsource where I could go when a lot of places weren't accepting of me. Comics were, and no judgment, and so I always went there. Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane's artwork, I just get lost swimming into that and in the story. And
And you collect mostly of Marvel or DC?
right now it's just everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I'm just open to everything. I've grown up Marvel. I don't know too much about DC. I'm learning about the different Earths. That's, yep.
You guys can become best friends.
That's right.
Because
Hey, we'll make our own club.
yeah, hell yeah,
Right.
dude! You guys
That's
do
what I
it
was
together.
saying.
You know,
That's
and
right.
then
Should.
Ruben, it's I said on our Tuesday that I have learned so much from you. Every time I will get excited that you come in because I have always liked more DC, and I was more interested in DC. And like I said, I'm new to this. I've been, I got into it because I started working here,
Well,
So-
the same thing as Jeff. Like I grew up Marvel. I grew up more X-Men, like Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane, Image Comics,
Yeah, 90s.
Marvel comics. Yeah, that was 90s. That's what got me into collecting comic books, and then getting into the more deeper stories as far as like DC's past, as far as the 80s goes with the Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen, VV for Vendetta, Killing Joke. Those are the books that kind of launched me into actually collecting comic books, as opposed to reading and stuff. So yeah, but my first love was Jim Lee's X-Men run. I mean, I think till this day you cannot beat that. That's such an amazing run, and it lasted for so long. And then Todd McFarlane's Spawn run. I mean, that can't be beat right now.
Still
Really,
going.
it's still till this day. Like if you read that now, as opposed to whatever comics are coming in, it's amazing, an amazing run till this day.
I need to check that out. I'm
Yeah.
always
You
asking,
should.
I'm always asking to read like the older ones because I see the art, I see everything, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
The stories, right now, recently I asked one of our customers too. He was helping me with Miss Marvel. He was telling me what issues to read because like how they changed her name and then like she was gone and all that stuff. So he was telling me like what issues to read. So I have that on my list. So that's another one that I need to add to my list. But you guys should definitely start your own club.
So when
Hey,
I
you
first,
be the president. I'll be the vice president. Let's do
There
it.
you
Why not?
go.
Let's just do it,
You
dude.
guys, like,
Let's do it. Starting now. You heard it
need,
first.
like secretary or whatever his representative will be us. So when I first met you guys, it was mainly you were reading DC.
Yes.
Okay, and I kind of like held your hand like, do you want to try Venom?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
on Kate. And you started reading Venom. And how are you liking Venom so far?
Venom so far, I believe they're on issue number 7, correct?
Right.
Number 7. Okay, the artists that they had on 1 through 5 or 1 through 6, very good story, very good art.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, I read, and the artwork kind of took me out of it.
Yeah.
as far as the story goes.
Ryan Stegman's doing the 1 through 5, and then he took a break.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar who's taking over the Venom.
I forgot the guy's name.
I think it's a new one.
Yeah,
He's a new artist. So, but story-wise, are you? Because he's pulling different, like he. Spoiler alert. Jeff just told me that no, the Venom itself is actually going out there without a host. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's never been done before. You know.
What?
Yeah.
You ruined it for me.
You didn't know? You didn't know?
Not reading Venom. That's the one that. Oh my god, I have so much to read.
It's an interesting story. It really is. And like the first two issues, I was like sucked into that story, sucked in, and then reading 3 and 4, I'm like, okay, I see where it's going. The artwork, I mean, the artwork is still great. 5th, 6th issue, I'm like, okay, and then the 7th issue, I'm like, oh man, really?
That's how you feel too, or do you? What do you think?
You see him going into the different levels of the ultimate layer of the symbiotes and all that, you know, with the growing of the wings and becoming the dragon. But I haven't read 7 yet, so.
You ruined it for him.
No.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Sorry, man.
Just kidding.
Still gonna get it. Still a fan. Still a fan.
Oh God.
Spoiler, man. I'm so sorry.
Dang.
It's not a bad story. Like Venom, honestly, like seriously, like if somebody wants to get into Marvel right now, I think the Venom title is really good. Really, I think the trade paperback right now is also out too, I believe. So.
My husband's special appearance up there.
That was you. What's he going?
You
No, but Venom is really good though. I think I highly recommend Venom for any Marvel reader right now. If you haven't gone into Venom, I recommend that book right now because it's good. It's highly recommend.
Did you guys know it's on 5th printing already?
Yes.
Number one.
Number 1.
Oh
Yep.
Number
wow.
1. It's on 5th printing, and it's still like people still grab it. And I again, every time we do this video blog, I urge you guys to, if you guys want a good title, Marvel title, pick it up. You're not gonna waste $4. I promise you. No.
Moon Knight's also a good one for Marvel.
Yes,
right
he's
now.
very underrated. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody really.
That was you. You didn't put your phone in vibrate.
We need to put the thing closer and speak louder.
There you go.
Yeah. It's not my Thank you. So, what are you guys currently on? What are you guys reading right now?
Go ahead.
I am reading everything post Dark Knight's Metal. So Justice League Dark, Justice League Odyssey, Superman, Man of Steel. I mean, I'm sorry, not Man of Steel. Action Comics, Batman. Those are the ones that I'm reading right now. Anything post DC Metal is what I'm into right now because, I mean, it's obvious that DC Metal changed the game as far as anybody reading DC Comics right now. So that's what I'm more into right now as far as anything goes. But as far as outside of that, Batman is kind of on its own thing as far as the post-wedding.
Yes.
That didn't happen.
I like
Spoilers.
What thing were
Catwoman is actually really good. I just read number 4 yesterday, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you're not getting those Art Gem covers, treat yourself, please, because they're amazing. I mean, they're
Still cover
beautiful.
price.
Yeah, cover
Beautiful.
price here?
Cover price. It's beautiful. The
Beautiful
number 4,
covers.
I mean, Miss Lucy actually modeled how did she post again?
I can't remember. Where
Right
did I
there.
go? Oh, the new one. Oh, I was like,
Yes.
like this.
You know, it's really classic. I really like the way he draws
Yeah.
women. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like out there and all. They have to do different poses and whatnot. It's just so
Soft.
classy.
Yep.
And if you're not a DC fan, and if you're into Marvel, he's also doing so many Marvel covers, and they're amazing. I actually got the 4 Fantastic 4 versions of his covers, and love those covers. And it's amazing artwork. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm on right now, and I'm having a blast with them. I really am.
Okay, did you guys get any? Oh, go ahead.
And you, what are you reading? Like,
I got all the Venoms, the Moon Knight, the Marvel. So I got a lot, especially with the Independent, still doing the Spawn, the Heathen. Yeah, I like a lot of the Independents, a lot of the stories doing really good. Vault Comics doing great. Red Sonja, I'm into that. Dynamite Comics.
oh, But you read a lot of the Marvel
Yeah.
comics. Okay. I started to get more into Marvel. I think I have said that before. Like I with mostly like I think it's the X-Men too
Yeah.
that I got into. And right now will be because I want to know more about Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Wait. Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Carol Fisher.
I don't know much about
Yeah.
her, but like you said, right now is like a good time to get into Marvel because everything's kind of restarting and they have good writers.
Yeah.
With DC, it's almost the same. I've been finally all kind of caught up with everything that I've been reading. Oh no, not Flash. I'm still behind Flash.
So it's all mine, no worries. No worries.
And but I'm finally catching up with because there was so many with the whole metal thing. There was like too many, and that kind of like I don't know helped me back from
Metal clogged up a lot of the current storylines. But it's really weird because like Metal had like that one storyline that was going on, but then again you had all these little storylines like say Titans or whatnot, and they were still kind of like on the back burner. But when Metal ended, everything kind of caught up, so now it kind of branched out. So it's one of those things where you had to read every single title to kind of see where they are.
Yeah.
And that was my thing at the time. Now it's so much more metal, post-metal. And of course the New Age of Heroes, that kind of branched off into its own thing. So that's it's a lot of reading, a lot of titles, but it's at the end of the day it's really worth it though.
Oh,
it really is.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading. Well, I guess I'm not totally caught up because I'm just starting to read Justice League because I finished Justice No Justice.
Yeah.
And then I'm finally catching up to that one. I'm starting to read also Justice League Dark. I just finished #1. It's really good. It's really good. I really like it.
And by the way, let me just add, like Scott Snyder's run on Justice League right now, he is putting. I mean, he even commented, I believe, at San Diego Comic Con that he's putting his heart and soul into the whatever he's doing on Justice League. He is. You can read it, and he really is doing that. And it kind of scares me to see to hear that and then to read it and be like, okay, what is he gonna do after this? Because he's really putting it all on the line, and it's like, man, I want to see more. I want to read more. But it's but it's good though. I highly recommend it.
How long Scott Snyder has he been with DC? He's been there for a long time.
2011, 2010, I believe, because he did Black Mirror before the New 52.
Okay.
So that was his introduction. I believe it might have been earlier, but he's best known for Vertigo, American Vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, and then which is really good, by the way. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that one. Then he did Awake, but with Sean Murphy, which I just finished, and Sean Murphy's art and Scott Snyder's writing. Wow.
Really?
Wow. We can do a whole spoiler video on that, but it's so great. It's called Awake.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, Wake.
Wake.
That's the book that it came out a while ago?
It came out a while ago. Yes, it came out a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Very good book. Very good book.
Dang it, more to read.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, back to DC, okay, and I want to touch base with Bendis. I know he took over DC. How do we feel about that, you guys? I mean,
Want to go first?
I hear it from my pool members. I hear it from my customers, and I get not so good of good things I'm hearing. But I need to hear from you guys, who is collectors and readers.
What do you think, Mom?
Yeah, I wasn't really reading too much of his work with the Marvel at the end, where he kind of had the falling out. But I just, with DC, it's almost all new worlds with me, because that's where I like the metal now. It's kind of where I can kind of catch up.
Yes.
Where now there's a new Earth 53 now, so it's like now I'm back on track with that, and kind of can figure things out now. But let's see what he can do.
Did you read anything from Marvel of his? What was he doing? I don't know. Sorry.
I think he was doing the Spider-Man.
Miles Morales. He ended up creating
Yeah.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, I think so.
Miles Morales.
This is before the Legacy. Before we took Legacy, we kind of like dwindled
Yeah.
down. I mean, he was like just kind of like it seems like he's just getting burned out with the whole characters that he's been
Yeah.
writing, and then he went to DC, and I want to hear because I could tell you guys.
I read a lot of Miles Morales stuff that he had wrote before when it was announced that he was going to be coming to DC, and at that time nobody knew what he was going to be writing. I read his Miles Morales stuff, loved it and liked it. I don't want to say I hated it, but because I don't hate anything as far as comic books go. But Jessica Jones, he did a lot of. I think he actually created Jessica Jones. I want to say he created Jessica Jones. Am I wrong on that one?
I'm not sure on that.
Well, there was a lot of stuff written by him, and I liked and I didn't like. Okay, so when getting into the fact that he got announced to writing Superman, so I'm like, okay, well, he's writing Superman. Is he writing anything else? And then it turns out he's writing Action Comics also. Superman to me is the better book. Action Comics to me is my personal opinion. They should have kept Dan Jurgens on that book.
I agree.
They should have kept Dan Jurgens, and I'm a Dan Jurgens fan since 1992.
You know he doesn't get any love at all in comics.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No,
Unfortunately.
and I will agree with you on that one.
We talk about like the writers and the artists. Artists gets more love and support.
We
and
talked
you
about
get-
that
Well,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, with Orlando,
Yeah.
with Fantasia, but because he's a writer too, but he's an old school writer.
Yeah.
And he does not get anything. He's like about Chris Claremont. He's there,
Yeah.
classic, but nobody really does not do anything like. Oh, what? Like, well, people will pass by his table, not even wanting or not wanting to even care about what
Oh,
he
that's
writes.
so sad. I hate that. I
Dan
hate that.
Jurgens his writing is, I'm talking next level for anything that he does. He's the one who wrote The Death of Superman back in '92. Come on, he was the one who, and mind you, a little known fact about that is because he had to write that. He had to write that because the fact that Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman, the actual TV show, they were doing a wedding, and that was his initial plan. Since that TV show was going to be doing that, he had to be like, well, I have to change my whole storyline because,
Oh, dang.
so he had to kill off Superman.
Oh my gosh.
And that was the story that we got, which was an instant classic.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So he's an amazing writer, but my personal opinion, and I'm not talking bad on Brian Michael Bendis because I think he is a good writer on certain parts, on certain areas of a character. He's good on Superman. I will give him that. Action Comics, I'm sorry, they should have.
He's doing Action Comics right now?
Yeah, he's doing Action Comics,
Oh,
too,
wow.
and they should have just kept that Dan Jurgens on.
How about those Jinx World?
You know what? Me personally, after reading Superman and all that,
Yeah.
pass.
Are you picking up any Jinx World from DC Comics at all?
No.
Who's doing that?
That's
What's-
Bendis. That's his line of
Yeah.
it's kind of like New Age heroes for the Dark Knight,
Yeah.
but it's more like his Scarlet cover.
Oh,
Murder,
those.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, the cover. Yes, I did. I
Pearl.
forgot that I said, yeah.
Pearl
I
was
remember seeing those. Yeah.
Jessica Jones, he did write it because I remember
Did
because
he?
that was his little thing on the
Yeah.
top of the Pearl.
I think he did all
Isn't-
the Ultimate X-Men and all those
Isn't that
Spider-Mans and all
very-
those.
Yeah.
I think
You
that
know
was
what?
a big thing.
So,
Yeah, I did notice there's gonna be a name that I thought when I saw it on the preview of DC, I did see something a name that was similar to Marvel. I can't remember what name it was. But was it Jessica Jones? Was it Jones or Jessica or something like that? It was something similar that night. I was like, wait, is that DC? But it was part of the whole new line that he's doing.
I'm gonna give it to Brian Michael Bendis because Walmart has their own annual or kind of comic books now going on.
100
You guys
pages.
heard about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
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 And he did a Batman story that I didn't buy but I read,
Mhm.
and it was good.
Oh, really?
It was really good. I mean, like,
he did.
as much as I like Tom King, and Tom King kind of has his hit and misses, they should have maybe given him one of the stories. Really? I mean, that's just my own personal opinion, but it was good. I mean, I'm just saying.
I did notice that a lot of people were complaining, like the Tom King with Batman. I thought it was good. I don't know why. You know, I mean, for me, I feel like it's going good. Even though, like, the whole wedding thing, I felt like it's okay. I thought it was okay. You know, because they both, like, I don't see how it will work out if they get married.
It's kind of funny because we were discussing for like weeks on like who's gonna ruin the wedding, and they were like, is it gonna be Joker? Is it gonna be this and this? It was themselves. The whole time I was like, I didn't even figure that out.
Now, like that, I'm reading. At first, I was like, oh, what the heck? That sucks. But then, now, like reading it, I understand. I feel like it's better they didn't get married because I feel like it wouldn't be the same. Like, I don't think it would have worked out.
And the couples things that they do with like Lois and Superman's only going to go so far too.
Yeah, yes.
Perfectly put. And what I loved about the ending of number 50 was the fact that villain shot at that last panel. Yes. It's like, you know, Bane had something to do with that whole story. I mean, if you guys read number 1 through number 50, you would know that Bane had something to do with that the whole time. Bane had something to do. But what was Gotham Girl doing in there? What was who else? You know, Catwoman's friend. Was she just she just like giving Bane the ear the whole time? It was to me that was perfect. And even Tom King said he has 52 more issues left. 52. What's gonna? I'll read them all. I don't care. I'll read them all. But what does he have planned for that? Like, when's Bane coming back to finally break the bat? You know what I mean? Like it started off great, and for me it ended well. I want to know more.
Yeah.
As a reader.
I was rooting for them. Remember, I had a fake wedding here. So I was rooting for them to actually get together because I wanted to know if it'll work. You know, and Catwoman and Batman. It's like I think it's like they need each other. This is like a relationship with Joker and Batman. You know, they just kind of like. And who understands freaking Batman more?
Yeah.
Catwoman, because it's just there.
Yeah, but then in that case, Batman, with the Joker, because they know each other so well. So is he gonna marry the Joker?
No.
Because
maybe on Earth 53 or 54.
Hey, who knows? Stand up together.
Bizarre world.
Yeah, the bizarre world. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I'm gonna take you guys back. Take you guys off from DC. Marvel publisher, the main publisher. Let's go independent. So, anybody watching Walking Dead, you guys?
Yes.
Currently, you still do?
Yeah.
You're up to date to it?
Yeah, just watched it.
How about you?
I've lost interest after season 3.
Season 3. What's that? Is that which?
Oh no, actually, the
prison, right?
Yeah, when they're going to the prison, yeah.
Governor.
Yeah, the governor. Yeah, you know what? It was season 4, right?
Yeah.
Season 4. Yeah, I lost interest.
I only watched some few episodes from when it started, and then I watched when they were at the prison, and it was just because we would get together with my friends and watch like every weekend a show, and I was kind of forced to watch it. But I'm not into the whole zombie thing. I feel like they creep me out first, and then I was not so interested in the whole zombie thing. So I didn't really watch it.
I think I left off when they killed off Glenn, and I started watching like the season after that. I'm not sure when Negan was, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many times that they could have just whacked him. You know, when he was eating in the kitchen, like, pow, get the damn freaking guy. I know he was just annoying, and then there's so many
whack him.
Just get this freaking guy. And there's some moments where like they just take freaking long. They'll be sitting down in a couch or in a porch, and they'll be like zooming in, zooming. Like this freaking 5 minutes. I'm like,
what you're saying that, it reminds me. I just watched Scary Movie yesterday, and when they zoom the camera and they hit her in the face.
Gotta build that tension.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they're gonna end Rick, because it's like he's like the. Okay, thank God Daryl is still there, but I think it's just they're dwindling down, and their audience, they're losing a lot of people because of this. I mean, it's their first Carl, and he's off to college and whatnot, and now it's Rick is gonna go. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen for the next season or whatnot.
Well, maybe they can get all of those people back with the Outcast. I always talk about
Oh,
Outcast.
Outcast, yes.
Have you guys ever watched that one?
I've,
Outcast?
yeah,
we
we're chatting
talked
about that.
it,
Yeah.
I love that one. I need to watch. I watched only the first episode of the second season because they took freaking forever to release the second season. And it's so good. I really like it. I read a little bit of the book because they wouldn't let me read the book. They're like, you have to watch the show. Don't read it. So I guess I was not allowed to read the book. But what I read, it is obviously it's a little bit different. I feel like the book is better than, and it's not about zombies. You will like it, Anna, because it's about possessions and demons and stuff like that, but it's not so creepy that it's such a good story. I recommend you guys to watch it and read it.
This week is I know we're dissing about Walking Dead. Back to Walking Dead. It's their 15th year anniversary of Walking Dead, and we had a new release. 15 years, yes. Yep. And I guess that's the time where we open our old comic book store, and we had it in our fingertips. That Walking Dead #1, and we just didn't care for it because it was zombies. What the heck was going to buy this? And we had NYX. I had it all collection, and Javal told me like, hey, just save #1 because it was the Bond girl. Yep. And Rave was into the scene back in the day, so we saved her, but we let go of X-23, and that was her first appearance. And till now, we like to kick it ourselves because it's like there's so many things.
You want to hop in the time machine and go back?
I would love to.
Sometimes I think about that. It's like I'm gonna go to, get on the time machine and go back and tell myself, get into comic books, and then give myself a list.
go back to 1938 and get that Action Comics.
Oh,
get into Yahoo.
I can't. Who am I
Millionaires
here. Who am I gonna tell at that time?
Oh man.
Just be careful though, because like Flash, you don't want to mess up so much.
I just bring it back with me. I think I go.
Yes.
Not step on the butterfly.
Yes, check that stupid butterfly. Yeah. But you know what? Okay, even though DC got Bendis, you know what I'm happy for? James Gunn.
Oh, for DC. What do you guys think about that? The whole James Gunn thing.
Just in the past, it's just people bringing it up, but I mean, everyone's got a past.
Right, but you know what? Now Marvel has a contender. Yeah. Now they have James Gunn and DC. Now the movie's going to be much better.
It's everybody's saying that he's writing and he's going to be possibly directing. I think it was confirmed that he's writing as far as yesterday goes. He's writing Suicide Squad. That doesn't mean anything though. How many writers have you had on Suicide Squad 2? Yeah. You've had like 5, 6,
Will it make a
6
difference
writers,
if
I think.
He directs it though? I think it'll be better if he directs it though.
They want to revamp the DCEU or the worlds of DDC is what they're calling it now. I'm on the fence about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm on the fence about it, not because of what he did and what he said on the internet or what. It's we need to see Aquaman, we need to see Shazam, and we need to see Wonder Woman 1984 first before we see anything going forward. And this is a DC fan talking about the movies.
You're right.
We need to see those 3 films come out first before they even greenlight it. Well, Birds of Prey is going to be filming in January.
Is that going to be a movie or a TV show?
It's just going to be a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Have they picked all the artists for sure? Like the actress?
Margot Robbie's reprising her role as Harley Quinn. The Huntress is going to be, I forgot her name right off the bat, and Black Canary is going to be another actress. I forgot her name. I think she's a singer.
Is that Hispanic one?
Yes.
Hispanic?
Yeah.
I did see that one. I can't remember her
and
name.
then Renee Montoya is going to be Rosie Perez.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of Rosie Perez.
I think The Sirens is going to be the TV show, right? What they're doing.
Sirens?
Yeah.
I think so. I think so on that one. Yeah. So
WB.
Now, is that going to be in the DC streaming, or is it going to be on the
the only DC streaming services shows they have is Swamp Thing coming up. They have the Harley Quinn animated show. Doom Patrol's in the middle of shooting right now.
Doom Patrol.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look online, they have all the actors and actresses.
Good actors.
Brandon Fraser is voicing what's his name? I'm already forgetting the guy's name, but Brandon Fraser's involved in it somehow, some way. Yes, so we're gonna be getting Doom Patrol. Actually, I think in the 8th episode of Titans,
Oh, wow.
which is the first episode.
What do you guys think of Harley Quinn, the voice, the girl from Big Bang Theory? I forgot her name. She's
Kaylee Kuko?
Yes, that she's been doing the voice. You don't like it?
Negative.
Why? I don't
Margot
like her.
Robbie was in talks of actually doing the voice for a long while, but
okay.
I think she's doing some. I think she's doing what? She's doing the new Quentin Tarantino movie, so that basically took her out of the running for that.
Yeah.
But
Isn't she doing a Manson movie with Tarantino, right?
yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh.
So no. I'm sorry. It sounds okay. I mean, if you've seen that little teaser trailer, it sounds.
I watched it. I mean, I kind of liked, but then at the same time, I cannot help to, because I watched the show, I can't help to see her, from the show. So I don't know.
I think they probably could have easily gotten the voice of the animated series of her, for
Her
that.
original?
Yes.
Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Tara Strong was.
Should've done it. Yes, true.
That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect.
Yeah,
Or
why
even what's her name from Big Bang Theory ended up voicing her also.
The blonde.
Yeah,
one?
she ended up
Yes,
voicing her
yes.
in that Batman Batman and Harley Quinn
that's
movie. Yeah,
true.
yeah. It was good. It was perfect. Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. It's like whatever.
Yeah, that's okay. You changed my
So-
mind, I guess.
Venom. Did you guys watch it?
Yes.
Okay. What do we think about Venom, you guys?
Just different story. I liked it. I'm still a big fan. We'll see where they go with it. Number 2 now, and we'll get to see Carnage a lot
Would
more.
you recommend for people to watch on the big screen, or should they wait on the Blu-ray or Redbox, or just when it's in TV?
I'm a movie guy, so I got to see it on the big screen. So
Yes.
I'll spend the extra to see it.
Do you agree with the whole the critics and all that stuff?
No, I like the movie. Big fan. Like I said, it's just a different kind of spin on the beginning story, and don't people say go in it with an open mind, but just see what the story they tell you.
Yes.
I agree with them 100% on that one, because like I went into it thinking we're going to be seeing the actual Venom origin of that story, and it honestly, I love that movie to the point to where like I want to see it again on the theater.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Fight scenes are awesome.
Yes. I think Tom Hardy played. I mean, the whole relationship between the symbiote and Eddie Brock was fun.
It was funny.
It was fun, and it was funny.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The beginning of the movie was very slow. It was like, oh my god! And then when Eddie and then the symbiote finally.
I actually liked the beginning of the movie. I like the beginning of the movie as opposed to the middle, and the ending was actually kind of fun for me. I mean, it's
the middle. But when he's having a conversation with the symbiote, that was I was liking that. There's a comedy thing about it where he's like, can we eat this? I'm like, oh my god, he's just being curious about stuff. And you know what? And the fight scene, and I can't tell you guys, there's some things that it bothered me, like Michelle Williams, and the biggest thing is her hair, it doesn't move with her. But the fight scene, you guys gotta see it on the big screen, because you gotta remember, symbiotes they're black. So if you don't see it on the big screen, it looks like a big blob of ink.
Yeah.
And the way they did the whole thing, the fight scene was like, they slow down, they separate, they slow down, and it is well crafted. It was amazing. I highly recommend it. It's not like they're trying to win an Oscar, as what I said before, but you guys, the fact that comic books are becoming out there, live action, we're just thankful to actually see it live.
And the post to the big screen as far as Venom goes, that's their door opening to Black Cat and Silver Sable, and after Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man resorts back to Sony. So we'll maybe see Tom Hardy and Tom Holland.
They're
collide.
both shooting. It's got to make sense.
It has to. And the reason why, I know, and I argue with a lot of people about this. I'm glad they didn't make it an R rating, because they can easily craft that PG-13 version to Tom Holland Spider-Man and create something that we as fans have grown up seeing in the comic books, and we get to see that live.
But you gotta understand, you gotta cater for a newer generation too, for them to actually be curious about the characters. Because if we do it an R-rated for only for us, no. I mean, look, Star Wars were PG-13. That's how we got to know those things, you know, like Superman and all that stuff. PG-13. So do not just be disgraceful and like, oh my God, it's PG-13. They could have been rated R because Venom eats people. Yeah, we get it, but it was you guys still gotta see it. And the end credit of it, I mean, I was
floored by that. Floored by that.
I had chills on that one.
Floored by that one.
I can't wait. I can't honestly.
That was honestly like one of my favorite parts. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. Go watch the movie.
Take Sam. You guys gotta watch.
You haven't seen Venom yet?
No.
Let's go.
Let's go watch Venom. We're moving this to go watch Venom.
I'm actually taking my boys this week because it's like, see, if it's rated R, would I let my kids watch that? This is the only time that I will actually let my kids watch.
You know what? I did ask somebody. I was like, is it still okay to take my 8-year-old? He's like, if it's like he said something about like the scenes, like if you're okay with that, then yes. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm still kind of. So he meant, I mean, like Deadpool. He likes Deadpool because of the video game, you know. So he cannot watch Deadpool not till he gets older, you know. And he liked it, and it's kind of like fun and whatever.
Well, there's a PG-13 version of it coming out at the end of the year.
Oh really? Number one?
Number two, right? Number two. Yeah.
Okay, then probably. Yeah. Well, I don't think he cares about number one. He just wants to see Deadpool. But you know, and when it came out, he was 6. It was 2 years ago, right? So he was even smaller. So I couldn't not take him. I know some parents did, and I mean that's their decision. But
there was like one mature scene, but there's a lot of cussing and blood and violence.
Yeah. So I'm not, like.
Or 2, there wasn't any mature scenes like that. So
yeah, number
really
2 wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
So
as
I
bad.
can see they can actually do that one PG. But see, like I know a lot of people that were complaining about, and at first I was like, yeah, I mean, come on, but now thinking how she said, and I didn't think about it until she said it. If it wasn't PG, like, if you guys were kids, you guys wouldn't be able to see it.
But I've seen it on network TV already censored. So I mean, there's already like a PG-13.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
That's true. Yeah.
And the networks did it. They didn't have to do it. So.
Yeah.
They didn't do it right. No.
Yeah, it's true. Not
so
true.
what do you guys think about Aquaman? I know Miss Lucy wants me to host Aquaman, and I told her I made a deal with you. If you get me 30 people, we'll host it. But so
I want to go by myself. I don't want to go with 30
people are like
just kidding.
giving me Spider-Verse, and you guys saw the end credits of Spider-Verse. What do you guys think? Even though it's animation, it's. Did you guys see the? What's his name? The guy's name? The new guy's name?
Miles Morales or?
No. So remember, he's a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
You were just
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Remember when he was in a cemetery? He was visiting Peter Parker?
Yeah, so he's from a different
yes.
Right. The guy that he was like fleeing around and what's his name?
I don't remember right offhand.
Do you remember?
I do.
Who is it?
Andrew Maguire. So they did a kind of like a dedication for both the Spider-Man, previously Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. So they did combine their names. So he's named, and on a different alternate universe of Spider-Verse, his name is Andrew Maguire. So that's actually pretty cool.
Mind blown.
Yeah. So it's something like, and I'm like, somebody told me this, and it was one of my coworkers. Chicks, did you catch up? I'm like, what? I was just like,
Who told you?
I forgot who he was at the movie with us. Oh, I forgot. But anyway, that's like,
where are your sources from?
I know. I gotta get your facts straight.
I need facts. I want to see them working that out. Just kidding.
I will give you guys that follow-up. Oh my god. It's one of the members. We watched it on the Venom because he was like, "Did you catch that?" I'm like, oh, "No," because I was like hoping that Silk will show up. One of this. I'm not sure who's the Asian girl though. On the ceiling, remember?
Chicks.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my god,
you're different. Spoilers. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it because it's really funny. It's something that I'm really excited for December. Aquaman, it looks promising. I mean, it's something that I will actually still watch.
Anna wants to watch Aquaman.
And
we know why, right? We know why.
it's the hair.
Oh yeah.
I know why.
Floating in the water.
Yeah.
I know why. Hey.
It's the hair.
It's the seahorse action.
He what's his shampoo? Head and Shoulders.
Probably.
Who's
Swab.
that?
Swab.
Herbal Essence.
Oh,
It's Herbal Essence. Get it right. Come on.
true.
What do you guys think about now they changed his costume, his outfit? Like, is it different than what they have shown? What do you guys think about that?
I started being, a big fan watching him on the network, Netflix series. I'm for it. Here's a Marvel guy, but I like all the DC movies too. Like I said, it's better to watch them on the film than not have them there at all.
Yeah.
And it's only helping more generations get into it and make this grow bigger to what it is.
And you know what? You're watching Frontier, right?
Yes.
From Netflix. Oh my God,
Tom Hardy.
that's just like
Really good show.
Taboo, Tom Hardy too is a good one.
a lot of bloody and.
I want to watch that new one, the scary one. The Hill. Something about the hill. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy.
Silent Hill.
Is
no,
that the one on Hulu?
No, Netflix. It's a Netflix. It just came out.
Oh, that Haunting Hill or whatever it was.
Yeah, that one. Every time I open my Netflix, the Hunting of the Hill House.
That's a lot of wording. The Hunting of Hill House. Watch it. It's good.
Part 1.
Yeah, part 1. One episode in.
I want to watch that one. Every time I see it,
I've actually heard that the first episode's really good on that one.
It's based
I've only heard. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's based on the book, I guess. I don't know who's the writer.
Seen Preacher?
Oh yeah.
Preacher.
That's a good series too.
Oh, hell
Is
yeah.
it?
Preacher, yeah.
I
Highly
love that
recommended.
Scottish-
Watch
what's
Preacher.
The Scottish
On
The
AMC, right?
yeah,
AMC. Watch Preacher on AMC. It's
Preacher
totally
came out
worth
the
it.
same day. I think it was the same day or the same weekend of Outcast.
Yeah.
It came
Outcast
out-
is good. Yeah, I
Strain
remember
2 is
I
another
was
comic book
talking to
series
you
now.
about
See, that's the
Outcast.
thing. When they came out, both of them, we kind of went to Outcast.
We liked
Yeah.
Outcast better.
Although I
than
like the
them.
vampire.
Yeah.
He's adorable in there.
See,
Preacher?
Outcast was Encore, so
Preacher.
like some of us, we couldn't get it because it was a premium channel.
Yeah.
AMC, we get all day long. But
But it was amazing. I mean, I liked it. Who wrote it?
I got the comics.
Good.
If you need number 1, I got it for you.
Which one of Outcast?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I was reading from the trade paperback.
I'm a
That's
collector's
where I
item.
am. That's where
Oh,
I
I
am.
know you're correct. Because I don't want to open your number 1.
I'll trade you.
You got
I
the Outcast number 1?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that came out when we
That's
had it
good
when
stuff,
we
right?
opened. We used to have
Man.
one when we opened.
And I'm over here thinking I'm just gonna read the trade paperback because they made a show.
Aw.
Yeah, well, I read the trade paperback. Don't worry.
Talk to my husband.
I know, Javel.
I got you.
Nah, man. No, that is it's a great comic book, a great show. Highly recommend that from me.
Yeah, I don't know if the what is it called on YouTube? They used to have the pilot. I don't know if it's still there, but
I think it's still there. Because, yeah.
still there. The
It's still
pilot
there.
you can watch. It was for free. The pilot you can watch it on YouTube. That's how I watched number 1. And then when I think the second one, it was when we watched it on. We had to go to my mom's because my mom hasn't. that not everybody has Cinemax.
Yeah, that's
So that's like an
Yep.
off. I feel like it's like an off-channel network thing. So nobody has Cinemax. If you have HBO, it comes free with. It comes free with HBO. But I like better than the Preacher. When I watched the Preacher, the first episode, I was kind of confused. I was like, "What's happening? What is this?"
It's one of those shows you just gotta keep on watching on until like the end of the first season. You're like,
You know
okay,
what it
this is
reminds
really
me
good.
though is it seems like it's like it could be Hellboy. Oh, by the way.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Hellboy.
Hopper.
My baby,
Oh my God.
my
Oh,
son.
yeah.
Good.
What is it? Hellhorn. What is it? He was calling when we show my son. He was 4 when we show Hellboy
Hellhorn.
for the first time, and he's like Hellhorn. I was like, who? Hellhorn with the
Hopper's
horn?
Hellhorn, guys.
With the horn.
Orange is when he's bad.
I'm gonna post I'm gonna share it on my Instagram. He's like, with the horns, mom. He was getting mad at me because he was like, I was like, who's my next? He's like, Hellhorn.
I had a mixed feelings with that one because I wanted Ron Perlman to actually go and do the third one. But when Hopper from Stranger Things. When he did
Oh,
that.
he's playing. He's gonna be
Yeah,
the Hellboy.
yeah,
he's not
he's
gonna be
Hellboy.
the. I'm horrible with names, so you have to say who. It's
Hopper.
Not, it's not the what is that?
Ron
The
Perlman.
biker from.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
He was the one on the.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the
Sons
original
of
Hellboy.
Sons.
Yeah, from Hellboy.
Okay, yes, I
Hellboy
really
Golden
liked
Army?
him.
Was it
Yeah.
Golden Army?
When he put on the makeup and the costume,
Yeah.
I was like,
That first
Yes.
image that they
Yeah,
showed at San Diego
that's
Comic Con, was it?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that was
I
amazing.
can't wait. I'm really excited about
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
anyway, I gotta ask you guys, and you know how I like my top threes.
Hold on, before you
Go ahead.
Before, what do you guys now that Captain America's gone?
Is it official?
We get the
he
Human
said
Torch back.
goodbye.
Yay!
Yeah. Hey, Fantastic
Human
Four.
Torch.
Disney owned
That's
Fantastic
true.
Four.
You know what? Also, wasn't he the Human Torch? The guy from Black Panther. He was also the Human Torch.
What's his? God, I already forgot his name.
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
He was the Human Torch.
We don't talk about that Fantastic Four here.
Why not?
Because it's not that
Oh,
great.
because it's.
You know, I actually watched it, that Fantastic Four. I
It's
finally
not
had a
bad.
chance to sit down and
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
not bad.
It was alright.
Did they have chemistry now? Come on.
No.
No.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was the writing that screwed that movie up.
Really?
It was the writing that screwed that movie up. The visuals,
Yep.
everything. I thought
Because the actors were good.
it was not a bad movie. The writing just messed it up. And they kept the
Ruben,
writing.
It seems like nothing's bad. What is bad for you? What is a movie that you can say that it's, oh my god, it sucked, it's bad? Because
You really want to know?
Yes, I do.
Showgirls.
Last
Have you seen
That actually
Showgirls?
wasn't a bad movie.
What?
I fell for her.
I mean, I even watched it. It wasn't that.
I fell for Jesse from Saved by the Bell. Come on
No,
now.
it was horrible. Come on.
We gotta make money somehow, some way.
It made me
No,
watch
it was
No, I was like.
honestly, you know
better.
what? You really want to know what was my worst theater experience for a superhero film? You really want to know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, theatrical version,
Really?
ruined my appetite.
Oh.
Oh.
And this from the.
I went home sick and almost called out the next day.
Oh no.
Bummed me out.
Oh no.
Bummed me out. And then
Fight scene?
the Ultimate Edition was a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
How about you, Jeff? Anything that's really bad? Bad superhero
He's such a
movies?
nice guy. I don't think
Not
he's
yet.
gonna say
No, nothing? Really?
Green Lantern.
Electra,
Green Lantern.
Daredevil.
I like Green Lantern.
Lantern.
I actually like Green Lantern. You know why? I like Green Lantern because that was the setup for their DC universe, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. I mean,
Daredevil hated.
more generations get to see it. Who knows who got to grow up with that Electra and what they did with
Yeah.
it, become writers.
Actually, I like
dude,
Electra.
Daredevil
I
was
love
amazing.
Electra.
Dude,
I hated
yeah.
Daredevil
I
was-
love Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
I love her too, but those two were.
When you have Daredevil and an Evanescence soundtrack together, you're like,
Oh,
hey, this
yes.
is gonna work.
I mean,
Gonna work.
you will think,
No.
man. I
Daredevil, the director's cut was amazing.
Okay.
Was amazing. It was really good.
Okay.
I watched it on probably HBO or somewhere. I don't know, one of those networks.
Okay, what movies are you guys looking forward to for next year?
Oh man.
The Phoenix. And
I'm excited about New Mutants.
Oh,
That
yes.
looks really like.
I'm
legit,
really
like,
curious about that
what
one
the
now, though.
heck? It looks scary.
I'm really curious about that one.
And the
What do you got, man?
the Phoenix.
Probably the new, the Avengers coming out. Let's see what they're going to do with that. And Thanos. There's already rumors, talking about Scarlet Witch coming back. And
She's not coming back.
well, that's the key that
Oh.
Thanos brings her back to life.
Oh, she died, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot. I think I need to watch it again. I can't remember. Did I watch it?
Turn into dust.
Okay.
So we have 10 more minutes. So top 3. Can I do the
Yes.
top 3?
Yes.
Okay, top 3.
Anything.
Anything that you can recommend for people that's starting and venturing about comic books or movies. That what would you recommend for anybody that's novice about comic books? You said Venom.
Yeah, Venom's number 1. It's pretty new to get into.
How about the Deadpool from Scotty? How do you guys feel about that?
It's kind of almost more into the Deadpool Assassins. Like a side one, but it seems like it's...
Cool.
That's what I've
Cool.
actually heard too. Yeah.
Yes. I felt like he was putting it too much from like the movie Deadpool
Yes.
2,
Yep.
but it didn't do anything. But the Deadpool Assassin was good. Cool and Bud. You
So
know,
what's
another
the
run that's
other
good.
the other two? Do you say Venom?
I like the Moon Knight. Big on the Moon Knight. Trying to think as independent, the best new independent.
Are they bringing Moon Knight to one of the Netflix series?
Yeah, I think Netflix is going to be picking it up. I think the
You
Jeff
heard it
Lemire
here
run.
first if you haven't heard it yet.
I think the
You
Jeff
watched
Lemire run.
Alien Bounty,
Yeah, the Alien Bounty.
Alien Bounty.
and there's talks that it's gonna be Mark Wahlberg or.
He's
what is
got-
Oh, they're gonna be a movie about that?
He puts a production,
Oh.
so that's from him
Nice.
anyways. But
Nice.
And that's a
Alien
small-
Bounty Hunter.
That's a small press from Vault.
Vault.
And you got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What? Woohoo.
Very nice.
So those will be your three, kind of, or
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so it's Venom, Moon Knight, and Alien
Bounty.
Bounty.
Alien Bounty Hunter.
And you said?
I think Batman, because it has a hit and miss run, but it's one that you can actually stick with until
Mhm.
however long that Tom King decides to go. Honestly, my favorite picks, if you're getting into DC Comics, I would want to say get the DC Universe streaming app, because those comics that they have on there that you can view digitally, they have all the classics on there.
Oh god.
All the classics. I mean, Teen Titans just premiered today. You can read all of Marv Wolfman's run. You can read the Death of Superman, since that last animated movie came out with the Death of Superman. I highly recommend that. And you can read all the classics. You can view all the films, all the animated shows. I mean, who wants to see Batman the Animated Series in HD? That's what I would recommend right now. I wouldn't recommend anything comic book wise. I would recommend that, because a lot of the younger readers, especially the more newer readers, can read everything that's been going on. Even a lot of the more newer stuff they have on there. Get it all in one shot, and I highly recommend that for anybody.
DC streaming service.
DC Universe,
The streaming. How much is it monthly?
$7.99 a month,
Oh, that's not
Okay.
bad.
which is
at
not a
all.
month. It's not bad at all, and it's totally worth it.
I mean, you get all the comics. You get also all the new release and all that, right?
You get they haven't uploaded a lot of the newer releases, but more like anything like Rebirth starting off of, like the Action Comics, the Harley Quinn, Batman. You can read all those, but I mean like Identity Crisis.
Ooh, Identity Crisis.
Yeah, that
Must.
and I just finished that the other day too.
Do you like it?
Oh man, I haven't read it in so long, and I don't really remember it. I read it recently. Oh my god.
So you
It's-
recommend?
It's-
Get the DC Universe streaming app, please. Just get it. It's totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Do you think that that's gonna affect the comic book stores?
No,
No.
because
Not
a lot
gonna
of
put
those,
us in a business.
a lot of those books
Like,
that they
thanks,
have.
Yeah,
Ruben.
yeah,
You
but
kinda
no.
close. Just kidding.
You guys just
Support
lost.
the local comic book
Hey.
store.
Just kidding.
Microsoft went down 10% right now. No, a lot of those books like you really can't find them anymore.
Okay.
And if you can find them, they're worth an arm and a leg kind of thing.
That's true.
But anyway, it's just the fact that you can enjoy, like, for example, Titans, that just aired today. You can read the whole Titans run to kind of get familiar with Raven and Beast Boy and, like, Starfire.
Deathstroke.
And, yeah.
That's true.
Yes. Mind you, by the way, might I add here, a lot of people were giving flack about Starfire.
Costume.
The-
The costume.
out
no, not so much the costume, but the actress herself.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes, she is the highlight of the first episode.
Really?
That should
You know
be-
what? We talked
The
about
highlight
that.
of the first episode.
I was talking about
Amazing.
it, not
Orlando.
with Orlando, about that. How a lot of people they were complaining about that, but what I was complaining was like her outfit.
It's
I
gonna
didn't-
change.
I didn't
It's gonna
like
change.
that. You know, and not only her. I mean, a lot of them. Also Raven. And I'm like, I seen the cosplayers do it better.
It's one of those things
it was
where
just
like
pictures.
yeah,
so.
it's one of those things where I watched the first episode of that, and I'm like, okay, I see where this is going, and the character buildup and the dynamic of Dick Grayson and Raven and whoever else is just so amazing. It's really good. Like
Okay.
I thought I didn't like it. I actually loved it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, see, I can't really trust not what you say, but what you like. I'm just kidding. Because you like showgirl, so.
What?
I'm just
Grain of salt.
Grain of salt in this way.
Different. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I want to check it out. I really.
Hey, so Showgirls or Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh my god.
Come on, Boogie Nights was
Boogie
way
Nights.
better. Come on.
Mark was there. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I mean he was young, but no, it was a really good movie. So.
I mean, because he was younger, or he was something else.
I don't know.
Easy. That's for another show.
No, it's a good movie.
So what's your top 3, Lucy?
Go.
Well, Wonder Woman. I really enjoy Wonder Woman right now. Batman and Aquaman.
Top 3 that you recommend? You will talk to people and have it open.
I mean, Aquaman is. A lot of people. I don't know why they don't really like Aquaman, and I feel like the story it's been really good from almost every book that's coming out. Like
might I add just to that right there? Read Jeff Johns' run of Aquaman from the New 52.
Oh, okay.
And then read those 52 issues, and then go into Rebirth, whatever's going on right now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Really?
It's a perfect read.
Okay.
Perfect read.
I really like Aquaman. Like the whole story from the beginning that I read, like from the Rebirth. Because I mean, when I started working here, it was with the whole Rebirth. But I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, I mean, Aquaman, it's been really good from the beginning. I really like it. And you have
Venom. This is by Donna Cates. Redneck, again from Donna Cates. And also, God Country got picked up. Congratulations, congratulations. And it's funny because last year I was trying to push that God Country to everyone. You gotta pick up God Country, and nobody was like listening to me, like a crazy lady here. And I'm really, really happy because everybody that picked it up enjoyed it, and it was selling it for so much. The #1, and you can't find it anymore because it's short printed. Donny Cates is now signed, and it's going to be a movie. So Redneck is ongoing with Image by Donny Cates, Venom, and also Saga Brian K. Vaughan. So those are the top 3 that I usually get them. I kind of like, have you heard about Saga? So I gave them like the $1 Image first, and then that's how I hook them and sync them, and that's it.
Saga, that's true.
Saga. It's usually like
Saga, yeah.
The bait.
Too much goodness about that.
Yes.
Too much goodness about that. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You
I read the
it?
first 8.
Okay.
First 8, yeah.
Yep.
It's still by far it's besides Walking Dead, it's a long running. Yeah.
It's so easy to catch up. I mean, the first book when I read the trade paperbacks, because obviously, #1, I'm never gonna get it unless it's from the dollar ones. But I read the first volume in less than 30 minutes.
I think at the end of the day, don't have a closed mind about whatever's going on, whether it's DC, Marvel, Image, Boom, Dark Horse. Just have an open mind and read good books. Just keep reading comics, because at the end of the day, there's always something for everybody. Always something.
There's always new chapters too. Just because it's Venom 7, it could be starting a new chapter. So
exactly.
It's just a brand new #1.
That's what I was.
And usually, it's the rule of thumb is the first 5. Like the story arc usually ends from 1 to 5 every 5. It depends on the publisher though, because sometimes up to 6, or sometimes it could be 3. So just ask your local comic book store. They should know, right? You should know.
You guys should know.
Sometimes,
yes.
If not, we'll ask the customers. They should
Right.
know.
Like, hey,
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
welcome.
If not, Google it.
Yeah. If
Google
you have any
it.
questions, just ask them besides me, because
Ask
they
Google.
should know they should know more than I do. So yeah, because they read. So yeah. Anything else that you guys want to touch base? And you're in a band. Are you gonna be
Anyway,
anywhere?
I'm in a band. My band's name is Perishment. You can find us on Facebook.com/PerishmentMusic. New album coming out Black Friday, November 27th. Yeah, the name of the album is Saturnine. We're doing I believe we're doing a record release show at the Hood in Palm Desert. So yes, you guys.
We missed the one that you.
All you guys are invited, by the way.
I was not invited.
You gotta let me know so I can tell everyone.
You guys
Just
are all
kidding.
invited. So that's what we have in store right now. We just did the final mix of the album like 2 days ago. So it sounds really
Awesome.
cool.
Okay,
So
so
shout out to you guys.
Ruben, are you you're the lead singer, right?
I do vocals. I sing
What?
ballads.
What? That's cool.
Ballads.
I gotta see it.
I mean, like I'm like right there with the. Hell yeah. Me.
Is that a hidden talent? That I mean, you knew that.
It isn't a hidden talent. No. I had to learn at the last minute for this band that I ended up playing with, because I've been playing with this band since 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's about 10 years. The band's 15 years old right now.
Oh.
Are you guys gonna be besides the Hood? Are you guys gonna be playing somewhere else? Like.
We're looking into that right now. Yes, the last show we did was at the Viper Room in Hollywood. So yeah, so we're.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I mean we're definitely we're a local based band, but we're definitely looking to branch out and hopefully tour one day.
Ooh, that
You know,
is
because
awesome.
I'm still gonna need that money to buy my comic books.
Just
So
make sure you wear a Comic Sans shirt, please.
I know.
this next show, it's on. Promise.
You gotta go. Shit.
I know.
I'm gonna need one of those like special ones like with the sleeves cut and all that other stuff. So.
You can do it,
My
just
husband will
give
cut
to
it
you.
for you, even.
Oh,
How's
gosh.
that? Oh,
It's gonna
Lord.
silent tap.
Right?
Right, just-
Any hidden talents that you want to share that we should know about?
Great at breaking ankles.
Well, I just found
How
out
was
he
that
does
ankle, by the way,
other
bro?
Hot
And you
ceiling.
cook.
Still need to get pinned, but
Yeah. Oh, so cooking, that's your thing.
that's just about with comics and welding. Just things I don't have to think about. I just love doing. Just do it, and they're some of my passions. So.
Good.
Well, we know comics is one.
Nice.
One of them. That's something that connects
Yes.
everybody here in
Yes.
comics.
The comic community.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
he's introduced me to like Moon Knight, which I've loved, and I think I mentioned a couple comic books to you,
Yeah.
but I mean but this is just an example of fans loving comic books and recommending, and I hope that it does spread in the future because
A central point for us to meet at, so we can talk.
yes,
That's
and it works out, and I really do hope that this stays like that for a long time.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
So.
And
And then you guys are gonna do your little group. What was it?
Well, the
Community.
next
Yeah.
show we're gonna have like bikes actually just pulling up with the vest and everything. So,
The bikers are here.
where's our pizza?
That's awesome. Well, you guys follow Jeff. What was your Instagram?
TPJ, the Packer Jeff.
And then on Twitter.
On Twitter at Comic Book Fan or Comic Book Hunter, by the way, Comic Book Hunter 83. Follow me there.
Okay, and then if you guys follow us already, or subscribe or whatever you need to do, all the social media, come to the store.
Yes. So.
Come to the store.
Yeah. You'll find one of them here lurking around and ask them, bug them, because
We'll be lurking.
they're very knowledgeable with what they read.
Yeah.
So ask them. Do you have any questions? Did we have any?
I think we asked everything we needed to ask.
Yeah, I have. We were still in.
Yes.
We still can't find a name for us, and we've asked a couple of people, and I guess that was my question
Yeah.
today. And Anna, are you pulling that up for me? Oh wow. Okay, so Desert Collectibles said inmates of the asylum or inside the asylum.
Inmates of
That's
the
pretty good.
asylum. I like
Yeah,
that.
we could all
Lance
do
I can make one
Walker
of those.
said Venom Log, Cyborg 5_0, or Asylum Power Hour, assuming the live stream lasts an hour or so. It does last more than we sometimes go over.
We
an
already
hour.
ran less. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that sounds all really really good. So we're gonna start voting and we're gonna pick and we're actually gonna have you guys
Send us
everybody.
more
Yes,
ideas.
more
if you guys
ideas.
have anything, send it.
anything at all.
Yeah.
I mean, because we still can't decide like what we're gonna be. So yeah, thanks
That's
guys.
fun.
Thank you guys.
Thank
for
you.
Friday
Thank you for having us.
night and
Yeah.
being here for an hour with us and chit chatting and just be.
Has it been an hour yet? Do we got more time?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
It's been an hour, an hour and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Packer Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
Ruben,
Ruben.
Miss Lucy, as always, amazing.
Chicks.
All right.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Luis.
Thank you, comments. Thank you, Ghost.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, there was a
Until
ghost in
next
here somewhere.
time,
Thank
and
you.
we're gonna see you guys on Tuesday for our rundown for new release.
Oh, yeah.
And next Friday, I think it's just gonna be you and me. I'm gonna hold until
That's nice.
Comic-Con Palm Springs yet. He's not. I gotta wait on him yet. I mean, he's not ready yet because we have like a list.
Well, by that time we'll have our bikes and everything.
Right?
So
Yes.
that's
There
better.
we go.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank
So
you guys.
don't forget to subscribe. Comic San Palm Desert. All right, you guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Bye, Anna. Just kidding.